Hi students, previous classes discussed about the introduction to fruits, how many types of fruits and what is the meaning of true fruits, how many types of true fruits and what is the meaning of fleshy fruits and how many types of fleshy fruits. Now students, today onwards discuss about the dry fruits. What is the meaning of dry fruits and how many types of dry fruits? Dear students, dry fruits, the pericarp is always dry or non-fleshy. The pericarp is dry or non-fleshy, not clearly shown on outer epicarp, middle mesocarp and inner endocarp. So these fruits are called dry fruits. Dry fruits, the best examples for here groundnut and mustard. These are two examples for dry fruits. So dear students, dry fruits are these are two types. They are namely first one here dry dehiscent type, second one dry indehiscent type. Dear students, so the first now dry dehiscent type. So dear students, these dry fruits may break open and liberate the seeds. These dry fruits is always may break open and liberate the seeds that is dry dehiscent type. Dear students, once again dry dehiscent type, these dry fruits, for example pea and beans and cotton and datura, pea and beans and cotton and datura, these are the dry dehiscent fruits. Okay na? These dry fruits may break open and liberate the seeds that is dry dehiscent type. So these are again two types. First one here legume, second one here capsule. Dry dehiscent types are of again two types. They are namely first one here legume, second one here capsule. What are the character features of legume? What are the character features of capsule? Dear students, legume, especially the fruits of pea and beans. So days, dose ventrally, that is upper part and lower part. Dorsal part and ventral part. This is a dorsal part and this is a ventral part. Dorsal and ventral. So the fruits of pea and beans days dose ventrally into two halves or two halves. That is legume. Next coming to capsule. A capsule day cells of different ways. A capsule day cells of different ways. A capsule day cells of different ways to liberate the seeds. That is capsule. Given examples for here cotton and datura. Once again legume. The fruits of pea and beans days dose ventrally. Okay now. Legume means the fruits of pea and beans days dose ventrally into two halves. That is legume. This is a diagrammatic representation of legume. Examples for here pea and beans. different ways to liberate the seeds. So example for here cotton, Telugu name Prati, Datura, Telugu name Ummetta. So this is about the dry dehiscent types. Next coming to second one, dry indehiscent type. What is meaning of dry indehiscent type? By means these dry fruits remain unopened. These dry fruits is always remain unopened, not open. Is always remain unopened. So these dry fruits remain unopened and liberate the seeds. And liberate the seeds only after disintegration of pericarp. Only after disintegration of pericarp. Totally destroy of pericarp. Then after to be release of seeds. Then after to be release of seeds. Okay now. So these dry fruits, especially grass plants of rice and cashew nut and tridas, these are dry indehiscent types of fruits. So these dry fruits remain unopened and liberate the seeds only after disintegration of pericarp. After ending of the period, totally destroyed or removal of the pericarp. Removal of the pericarp. Then after to be released seeds. Only single seed. Only single seeded. So these dry indehiscent fruits containing only single seeded. That is single seeded dry fruits. These are single seeded dry fruits. Rice is single seeded dry fruit. Cashew nut single seeded dry fruit. Triad single seeded dry fruits. But here dry dehiscent types fruits are here. Number of seeds are here. Dry dehiscent type fruits containing more than 2 seeds. But here by means dry dehiscent type of fruits would be containing more than 2 seeds. But here dry indehiscent type of fruits would be containing single seed. Would be containing single seed. By means all dry indehiscent types of fruits all are single seeded fruit plants. Single seeded fruit plants. Okay now. Dry indehiscent types again 3 types. They are namely first one here Coreopsis. Second one here nut. Third one here Cypsella. What are the general character features of Coreopsis? What are the general character features of nut? And what are the character features of Cypsella? Dear students, Coreopsis are clearly seen in rice. This is a rice seed. This is a rice seed, a diagrammatic representation of rice seed or grass seed. Dear students, the pericarp and seed core fuse together in grasses such as rice, especially grass plants such as rice. So this is a pericarp and this is a seed core. Totally this is a pericarp. Outer layer is pericarp and consisting of mid of the layer are fused together seed core. And the remaining total empty place are here endosperm and this one is here embryo. So the pericarp, this is a pericarp and this is a seed core and this is a endosperm and this is a embryo. But here what is meaning of Coreopsis? By means the pericarp and seed core. Pericarp and seed core. This is a pericarp and this is a seed core. So yellow color in seed core. So brown color in pericarp. Brown color in pericarp and yellow color in seed core. The pericarp and seed core both are fused together. Both are fused together is always in especially grass plants such as rice. Such as rice. So rice is also single seeded fruit. The fruit would be containing single seed. This is a eating pot or edible pot. Endosperm is the eating pot or edible pot. And next coming to second type nut. So in cashew nut, the fruit are called nut. In cashew, the fruit are called nut. In cashew, the fruit are called nut. Nut. Given the example for here cashew. So which develops from multi-carpellary, more than 2 carpels and syncarpus. Syncarpus. Carpels are more than two present, and these carpels are fused or together. These carpels are fused or together. And unilocular ovary, single ovary containing single locule. But the pericarp is stony. The pericarp is stony. The pericarp is stony. Dear students, in this nut, 70% of the fleshy pedicel, that is 70% of the false fruit and 30% of the true fruit. In also apple, pome. So fleshy fruits. The given example are here. One of the example are here pome. Given the example are here apple. So in this apple will be containing 70% of the false fruit and 30% of the true fruits. So 70% of the false fruit, that is fleshy thalamus. This is a eating part and edible part. At the same time, dry fruits, that is dry indecent type of nut. Example, cashew nut. So in this cashew nut will be containing 70% of the false fruit and 30% of the true fruit. 70% of the false fruit are here fleshy pedicel, and 30% of the true fruit are here nut. True fruit are here nut. Next, coming to Cypsella. So give me the example for here Triodas. Telugu name Gaddi Chamanti. So peristent pappus. This is a peristent pappus. Peristent pappus by means degenerated of no degenerated of calyx, removal of calyx. So peristent pappus like calyx is called Cypsella. Peristent pappus like calyx is called Cypsella. So these are the calyx. Calyx is generally green in color, but here in those of plants, calyx is always look like of white in color and thread like structures. The white color thread like structure of calyx is called peristent pappus. Peristent pappus. Peristent pappus. So peristent pappus like calyx is arranged above the seed. Above the seed. Peristent pappus like calyx is arranged above the seed, not below the seed, above the seed. This is a seed and anterior part. This is the anterior part. So pappus like calyx is always arranged anterior part of the seed or above the seed. That is Cypsella. Peristent pappus like calyx is called Cypsella. Given the examples for here Triodas. So dear students, this is a single seeded Triodas would be containing pappus like peristent pappus like calyx. Peristent pappus like calyx. Peristent pappus like calyx. Okay, now this is about the dry fruits and how many types of dry fruits. Okay, now thank you.